read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Vanessa Hollowmere claims she quit her job after her co-worker passed off her work as his own and ruined her reputation. Trevor Pike says the plaintiff was a no-show after a night of clubbing and left him to deliver the presentation without her.
I see I have Vanessa Hollowmere here as my plaintiff and Trevor Pike as my defendant. Madam Plaintiff, you are suing the defendant for $12,000. You cite lost wages. What brings you to court, ma'am?
Well, I am here today because I have realized my ex-coworker has been stealing my ideas and my projects, and this is not something that happened once, but twice, if not more, behind my back, and I am here for him to take responsibility for it.
Okay. Let's go through some more facts here, Ms. Hollowmere. How do you know the defendant?
Well, he started working around 2 years ago at Doodle Marketing. I've been there for 6 years.
So y'all were at the same company at this
Yes.
point? Okay, so you've been there for 6 years. He came on board about 2 years ago, and you two were working closely together?
Yes, he was part of my team. And I realized he's been using all my work, just making it prettier and just giving it up to our leadership under his own name, not giving me credit for any of it at all.
Tell me, what evidence do you have? $12,000 is quite a lot of money, ma'am. You're citing lost wages. Do you have evidence, receipts?
Yes,
Give your whole
my
folder.
honor, I do have evidence.
Give your whole evidence folder, please, to my bailiff.
Yes.
Thank you, Elijah. Let me go through this. Thank you. Let's start with the plagiarizing. What are you saying that he stole from you?
So maybe we can start with the very first campaign. The very first campaign is Notre Visage, is a skincare.
So I'm looking at an email under Exhibit A that it looks like you are emailing your team.
Yes.
This is a deck you created, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, and you're talking about concepts and strategies. So this is the layout for how this, I guess, client would be approached.
Exactly, and
Okay.
couldn't be more clear. I wanted to share my ideas for this upcoming campaign.
Okay, and I do see that the defendant, Trevor Pike, is on the email. So he's the first person, so he received this
Of
from
course.
you directly. Okay, so where's the complaint, ma'am?
It is true I have not done the specific marketing work, but I have worked throughout the list product lineup. I have even done the launch roadmap.
Yes, I'm looking at all of this under Exhibit B.
Phase 1, the seating, Phase 2, pre-launch, 3, launch, everything.
This is how you imagine marketing the skincare brand.
Correct.
Okay, so if we keep going, we see some bottles.
Yes, and I have worked through the marketing budget allocation model. So
Okay.
I divided everything in categories. And okay, right there, you can see if you are able to compare my first slide together with his first slide, everything is the same. It matches. The thing is, he never told me he was going to put his name only in the presentation.
Okay, so this, Mr. Pike, is what you ultimately created, what we're looking at right here. This is
Correct.
your work.
Correct.
You say.
Correct.
But you hear that the plaintiff is saying that all of this that you ultimately created and submitted under your name, we do all see your name, Trevor Pike is the only one on the deck. She's saying you got all of these ideas from her. What do you say to that?
Well, I say that she wasn't present to do her job.
Why weren't you there, ma'am?
I was sick that day.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you weren't feeling well. You were gone just one day?
I was gone just one day. And he was not just transparent about it. He did not tell me he was going to go ahead with the presentation that day. And I just wonder why he chose those exact 2 days with 3 months difference to make a presentation only under his name.
I am seeing, Mr. Pike, that on the original pitch deck, oat hydration serum, oat brightening serum, the cleanser, the product lineup, sold separately and in a healing routine bundle, that does look very similar to what you ultimately put out.
Well, correct, but in our position, we have to present these ideas to executives. So
why not add her name, since she did put some original concepts together with you as a team?
right, she just wasn't there at that particular meeting
Okay, so
to present those ideas.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I think what we have here is just somebody that enjoyed coming and going as they pleased at work.
And so you took advantage of that and made it all about you?
No, I just put in a lot of work.
And later,
And I explained to him the whole situation, and I told him, I would just like to get reimbursed for it.
Okay, and you thought he should do that. Why?
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Vanessa Hollowmere, who is suing Trevor Pike for lost wages.
One day she misses, and that happens to be the day that you submit and pitch to the leadership?
It was twice, Your Honor.
2 days? Was it 2 days?
For 2 different campaigns.
Oh.
This is the very first campaign.
Okay, what's the other campaign?
Well, the other one is for a light bulb industry.
I am seeing all of this paperwork, but it looks like when it's time, so you were a part of this. Vanessa, we see your name at the top, correct?
Yes, that is all my work.
And you submit that she was a part of this, right, Mr. Pike?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so by the time you get to the actual deck, if we continue in the evidence, why do I only see Trevor Pike, sir, at the lower corner?
Once again, this is another project that she was not present for
Yeah, you
during
keep
the day
saying
of
that, sir. She
presentation.
wasn't present for the actual presentation part, but she did contribute to the ideation leading up to the presentation. You are admitting that, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so she was absent. I'm just curious, ma'am, what was going on? Why weren't you there for the presentation?
I was sick. I just couldn't make it into work, and I thought it was best to stay home.
And did you tell him that you were not going to be there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course, I did.
Okay. So you knew she wasn't coming, and you decided to take it upon yourself to take full credit for all the work.
Well, her social media indicated something else.
What does the social media say?
She posted a story of her at some kind of a club.
Do you have some evidence?
I don't have the
You don't have
evidence. The
anything?
video was deleted immediately.
Oh, it was a video?
Yeah, it
And
was
what
on
did
the
the video
story.
show?
It was, she was dancing, so I don't know if she was sick.
So
dancing.
you're saying that you don't believe that she was sick. You think she just wanted a personal day, a get out of school, so to speak, day.
Correct.
Miss Hollowmere, is that true?
That story posted on social media was not from that actual date. And we all know that what we post on social media is not the
Yeah,
real
but
life.
we still wouldn't think that's wise, though, right? If we call in sick to work or school, it's probably best we lay low on social media. We agree?
I was bored.
It's starting not to make as much sense. I'm just telling you, Miss Hollowmere.
I was
okay,
not-
let's go on to the other things. You're talking about an HR complaint. What is this that you're submitting to me, ma'am?
Yes, so my first HR complaint was done in August,
Okay.
early August.
So this is from you, and you're complaining against who? The defendant?
Yes,
Yes.
Just-
Trevor Pike is. Okay, so this is when you go to the leadership of the company to cite this claim.
I did, yes.
You say Trevor Pike is repeatedly taking my original marketing idea strategies, completed work projects, reformatted them into polished slides, and presented them to leadership as his own without giving me any credit. The ongoing credit theft combined with my management's lack of action has made my position untenable. I'm tired of complaining. So did you quit?
I did.
So now I'm looking at a resignation letter from you. So you literally quit your job that you had been at, ma'am, for 6 years.
It truly became unbearable.
Let me move on to your proof here, because you're asking the court to give you $12,000 and you're citing lost wages.
So I have been looking for a job already for a couple months, and
So you don't have a job right now?
I do not. It's extremely competitive out here.
Yeah. One could say in this economic climate, ma'am, it might not have been the best idea in the world to quit a job before you have a new job.
The environment was extremely toxic. My reputation was ruined. And the company, my peers were not looking at me the same way. I was.
Well, I mean, it could be that your peers weren't looking at you the same way, ma'am, because they were seeing incongruent evidence of were you sick or weren't you sick, or were you just out at the club having a good time, ma'am?
It is not true that I was out that day.
But you didn't think enough of, I don't know, discretion, maybe some could say some discernment.
Because social media is social media and work is work.
No, it doesn't go like that in this day and age, ma'am. People are, whether it's right or wrong, they're going to make up narrative about what you're doing and why you're doing it and where you're doing it based off of social media. So I'm going to allow Mr. Pike to have an opportunity to speak before I make my ruling. Do you have anything to add to this, sir? Any reason why the court shouldn't be concerned? That you very much, now this part she did get right. You put your name and your name only on a presentation to company leadership after it was very clear that you were copied on the emails giving you the original ideation.
I think what we have here is just somebody that enjoyed coming and going as they pleased at work.
And so you took advantage of that and made it all about you?
No, I just put in a lot of work. We're talking about minutes, probably 5 minutes versus hours in order to...
I don't know that that's fair. What do you say about that, ma'am?
That is not fair at all, because I spent nights working on these projects.
Yeah, you know
and
what you should have done?
he just turned them pretty.
You know what you should have done, Miss Vanessa? You should have spent one more night. I think I'm ready to make a ruling in this case. You know, this is really unfortunate for you, Miss Hollowmere, because I do believe you probably have a great creative marketing mind. I believe that you more days than not do work hard. Your inability to have enough discernment to say, maybe it wouldn't look so good to my colleagues. Maybe it would look like I was operating in bad faith to post content, and because I'm homesick, my colleague is now tasked with the full responsibility of presenting to the leadership team. Now, I don't think that what you did was right, sir, but ma'am, you put him in the situation to be able to take advantage of it. Therefore, the plaintiff's case is dismissed. I have to rule in favor of the defendant, and ma'am, you did this to yourself. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I just want to get back to work.
Well, good luck with that.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Obviously, it's in March. No one's expecting anything scary, Halloween, and it had like the light on it, and it just startled me. And I just think it's kind of inappropriate to have that.
Avery Diaz claims a creepy display in a bookstore window scared him so badly he dropped his phone and shattered the screen. Finley Monroe says the zombie display was part of a promotion and no other customers had such a terrifying reaction.
I have Avery Diaz here as my plaintiff and Finley Monroe as my defendant. Mr. Diaz, I see you are suing the defendant for $268. What brings you to court, sir?
On March 1st, I was walking back to my car and I was texting my brother and wasn't really paying attention, but I was passing by his bookstore and on the window, there was this freaky, insanely scary, and then you can see on one of,
Okay, you brought some evidence for me. Please
Yes,
give your
I do.
whole folder to, the whole folder to my bailiff. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
so you can see on A.
This was,
right?
so this was in the window of
On the window. So
the
I
defendant's
was
bookstore. Okay.
Correct. And then so I saw that and I obviously got startled. My phone falls face forward
On
on a rock.
Oh, on a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
My phone shatters. So the next day I went to fix my phone. It cost $268. And the day after that, I go over back to the bookstore.
Yes.
And I talked to Mr. Finley. And I explained to him the whole situation. And I tell him, you know, I would just like to get reimbursed for it.
Okay. And you thought he should do that? Why?
Well, because obviously it's in March. No one's expecting anything scary, Halloween. And it had like the light on it and it just startled me. And I just think it's kind of inappropriate to have that.
All right, let's get you in here, Mr. Monroe. So you own a bookstore?
Yes.
Okay, and we were able to see the image that you so creatively put up here.
Yeah, it is a promotion for a new author.
Yes.
And this really seems quite preposterous to me, really. I mean,
Like why you're even in court today?
exactly.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
It's a public street, it's a sidewalk. Kids or anyone else, no one's expecting this to be.
Well, let's find out. What did anybody else come and complain about the display?
No problems whatsoever.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Avery Diaz, who brought Finley Monroe to court for negligence.
Well, sir, it is a little scary.
I mean, I know it's over life size.
Well, and the light and that dark, I'm just saying, if you didn't know any better, it could have the desired effect, one could say,
Well,
which is to scare you a little bit. Let me read the defendant's material here. He's showing the court and offering a proof in Defendant Exhibit 1 that this was an instructed promotional.
Yes.
Per the publisher of this novel. To say window placement is encouraged for maximum launch viability. Horror-themed visual merchandising is recommended. Participating retailers are encouraged to do so. So he's saying, sir, that he was just doing his job. That his job is to sell books. In this climate, not the easiest job in the world.
I understand that. So when I went to him, right, so 2 days later, that's when I told him about what happened.
Yes.
Laughed at me. And it's not just me. I'm not even looking at it for myself. Like, I mean, it's a public street, it's a sidewalk. Kids or anyone else, no one's expecting this to be.
Well, let's find out. What did anybody else come and complain about the display?
No problems
No,
whatsoever.
not even any children?
No children.
No,
The children love
moms
it.
being upset and that their kiddos were scared?
No, none whatsoever.
So that looks like that dog doesn't hunt, Mr. Diaz. You got anything else?
Well, so I passed the following day, and all of a sudden, since he's so proud of having it on the front, now it's in the back, and I think I have that under
Oh, I did see
C.
that photo. Okay, so if we look at Exhibit C, that same scary image has been moved into the...
Kind of like the far back.
Mr. Monroe, why did you move the display?
I moved it because all I had left was those 3 hardcover books there in the window.
Oh, so you had sold most of the
And
books.
the directions stipulated to keep it up for 2 weeks, the promotion, and it had been a couple days more than 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I took it back and put it in.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
I do believe that you were legitimately scared and taken off guard and certainly did pay the $268 to get your phone fixed. But I'm stuck with something you said when you first started presenting your case to the court. Do you remember what you told me? So the first thing you said, Your Honor, I was walking down the street, wasn't really paying attention. And then I got so startled that I dropped my phone and broke my own screen. You can't possibly, Mr. Diaz, expect me to hold this man, this businessman, accountable for you not paying attention. Therefore, the plaintiff's case cannot be considered seriously at all. I'm not gonna laugh at you, but I'm not gonna play with you. The plaintiff's case is dismissed. My apologies, sir.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Well, I think we learned a lesson about maybe carrying phone insurance or something of that matter with this respect.
I mean, since you saved money, do you want to pay for it?
No.
All right, judge has made a ruling. So grab your belongings and follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.